called this year?
I'm not entirely sure how to answer it. Obviously, it's not good enough.
What changed after the first drive?
Well, first half we moved the ball well. We stalled out on the other two drives. Made one field goal, missed the other one. First drive, second half, went down, scored a touchdown. And then after that, it was didn't get it on fourth down, threw a pick, and then we fumbled. So, it was those three drives really that put us behind.
What happened on fourth down?
Threw it to Jamar and he got tackled.
Was that the initial play call, or did you go to that, or what did you see on their defense?
Yeah, they're playing man. They guy made a good play. That's we weren't able to convert there.
Sure, how did kind of the struggles to get things going on the ground today affect what you guys were able to do offensively?
Yeah, they got a good front, and so when you're struggling running like that, then their pass rushers start to tee off a little bit. And we knew that going in. We knew their front was good. They were going to be disruptive. And we knew we were going to have to score points, and we didn't score enough points today.
Joe, you go 7 for 7 on your first 7 third downs, end up 10 for 13, you had a conversion on 3rd and 22. Those kind of numbers, it's kind of surprising to see the final score of the game. It just doesn't compute. Is it just the turnovers and the fourth down stop, I guess?
Yeah, we were down, after we were tied. Then we didn't get the fourth down, and then they kicked the field goal, and we're down 10 at that point. And then I throw the pick, and at that point, it was uphill battle.
What do you feel like today and the result, the way it went down, says about your guys' team and where you guys are at in terms of an ability to dig out of this hole right now?
We're not good enough. So we got to get better.
Mike Hilton just said something's got to change. What do you think has to change in order for y'all to kind of figure out a way to play better than y'all have, especially against these good opponents?
We just got to take responsibility for how we're playing individually. Just got to focus on what you can do better to help your team win. I don't think anybody was good enough today.
Is it frustrating that for the last couple of years, you guys have really struggled in short yardage situations? I mean, the 3rd and 1 that everybody's talked about, the 4th down, but has it been frustrating for you that that's kind of been a theme the last couple of years?
I would say that, yeah.
How much is just not being able to really get the running game going this season? How much has it impacted your ability to just kind of manage the games, control time of possession? Just how much is that impacting you not being able to consistently have a running game?
Yeah, we ran it well the first, after the first game, we ran it well for a couple weeks in a row there. The last couple weeks haven't been good enough. It's when you play good rushers like we have the last several weeks, you got to keep them off balance and be able to run the ball. And if you don't, then they're not going to be quite as worried about it. And then their edge guys are going to start getting push, and play action's not going to be as good. So then you got to drop back and make plays, and that's what those kind of teams want. And so that's tough when you can't.
How much do things change when you don't have T and or Orlando, because you lost Orlando in the second half?
Yeah, whenever you don't have some of your best players, that's always makes it tough. But it's no excuse. We're going out there with the guys that we have. That's the NFL. You're expected to go out and play well and play up to our standard. And it was nice to see Jermaine make a play today. I think Jermaine's going to be a good player. He continues to get open, and we're going to continue that dialogue that quarterbacks and receivers have to have. I think he played well today, and I think the guys that stood in for T, played pretty well today.
Did you feel like this was a game y'all needed to win in order for y'all to show that y'all can be kind of, you can go where you want to at the end of the year? Did you feel like that coming into this one?
Obviously it would have been good to get this one. It's not how it worked out. We'll just go back to watch the tape and get better. Obviously you want to win every game. That's ideal, but you got to adapt to whatever your record is and adapt to how you're playing. So we'll do that.
How close are you to the hole being too deep to dig out of as a team?
I think 10 wins usually gets you in. So we got to win 7 out of 9. That's doable. It's doable. So we'll go from there.
Do you feel like after that fourth down stop where they get the field goal and go up 10, do you feel like you kind of deviated from the game plan and started chasing from there, and that's kind of what dug you into a deeper hole?
At that point you got to drop back and throw it. We got a couple completions there. It just really came down to, if we go down and score a touchdown on that drive, then we're down 3. We're still in it. The interception was tough. The guy made a good play. I left it a little short. Would like to have that one back, obviously. And then after that, they go down and I believe they scored again. And at that point, then the game's pretty much over.
Did you feel like at that point when you threw that ball, the interception, did you feel like y'all just needed to play, you just needed to find Jamar in a deep shot? Like what kind of predicated you making that decision to say, hey, I want to go test this?
Yeah, that was the call. Safety was cheated over there, so I just tried to give him a chance and just left it a little too short.
You feel like not just where y'all are in the game, but maybe where you're at in the season, that's kind of a point where y'all just needed a play like that, regardless of what the outcome was going to be?
Yeah, that's something I always try to balance is, when things aren't going your way, try not to do too much. I don't think that was trying to do too much. I just, guy made a good play.
You're 0-4 at home this year. What has it been that you guys haven't been able to get the job done in Cincinnati?
Just haven't made the plays to win the game. I don't think it has anything to do with being at home or being on the road. It's just those games we haven't made plays.
With T, how much do you feel for 2 setbacks in practice and know how hard he works, how tough that's been for him?
Yeah, that's tough. I know T wants to be out there with us, and he works really hard to be out there, and he's a great player. So it's obviously tough for everybody, T in particular, when he's not out there.
I know that there's only so much you can control from an individual standpoint, but how much has this season challenged you from a leadership standpoint in finding the balance that you're talking about between staying positive but also the accountability that's necessary for a team at 3-5?
Yeah, it's challenging. I don't think anybody's been good enough so far to go and win the games that we needed to.
Their defensive coordinator's been around a long time, 7 different teams. He changes things up. What was the second half like as opposed to the first half with him?
He just was rolling through his calls, not giving away any tells. The linebackers are doing a good job moving pre and post snap to not give away rotation. There was never, they didn't have any coverage tendencies for any of our formations. They were just kind of calling it, and so that makes it tough on the quarterback, but I felt I saw it all day.
You almost said that touchdown to Jermaine. He almost came down. It would have been a huge play. What did you what was your view of that?
Yeah, that's I think I left that one a little short too. He almost made a great play on the ball. They doubled Jamar, ran the linebacker out to cover the flat to the right. Just try to give him a chance.
You just said you think winning 7 of your final 9 games is doable. What makes you think that?
We've done it before. I know the players we got in there. That's you just got to treat it week by week. Any game is winnable. You just got to go and do it. Thanks, guys.
Here, and every day I am grateful for my experience to have played professional football. As a player, I realize self-motivation, leadership, and appreciating your teammates are key. At First Star Logistics, you can use those same attributes to create the life you want for you and your family. Build your future by working hard like I did. You'll see results both on and off the field. Call First Star Logistics today and be part of our winning team.
Talking